Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Right, as I'm doing this road to the Rhine, I thought we'd take a little look at these bricks, and these are the bricks that my good friend Joe sent me. Now, I hope I'm going to pronounce this right. It's JUWEELA who make these. Now, they're made in Germany, which I will say, if they're made in Germany, they're good quality, and they are extremely good quality. I've used these before. Now, they come in quite a few different types. I'm sitting them at angles so the light don't shine on the plastic. Different stocks. These two are, this is a red stock, a dark red, and this one is a mixed terracotta, which I shall show you in a minute. Now they're for 1/32nd scale and 1/35th scale. Ooh. Over to the back of them. Now they're giving you the dimensions. I'll leave it there so you can see it. The dimensions are 0.72 by 0.36 by 0.18 centimeters, and they are very small, but they're extremely nice bricks. Now I'm gonna do this, but also I'm gonna show you how I use them as well, because I've used these before on one of my bridges and I was really impressed with these. So I shall push them back there for the moment, and then I shall bring in some of the little bricks. Now they're the terracotta ones, sorry, they're the red stock, and these are the mixed stock terracotta, and they are some really nice little bricks. They're all perfect, and they are all perfect. I've put quite a few of these down, and you can guarantee that you get your brick coursing lovely and straight and clean. So that's a look at the bricks. But what I've actually done, I've actually mixed quite a few of these dark red ones with my mixed terracotta. So there's quite a few of these real dark red ones in here, because bricklayers, as I was one, we used to save a lot. Well, if you're using like the facing bricks, they would be mixed in with the mixed bricks, ones that were damaged, so you could actually, you know, we could use all the bricks up. So that's the reason why sometimes you see a wall and there's different coloured bricks just thrown in halfway up the wall, and that is the reason, because they're very tight. Bricks cost a lot of money, and you have to use everything that you've got. So that's a look at the bricks, and what I should do, I shall put you on pause, and I'll get set up, and I'll show you how I actually use them. Right, slightly different angle. Right, tools of choice, should I say. Right, you don't need no bricklaying trowel in this one. All you need, well, all I'm using is a pair of side cutters. That's just virtually to cut the bricks if I need halves. Scalpel, just so you can trim. Most important thing, a pair of tweezers, and they are best if they're these bent ones, because you actually use them to lay your bricks. What I'm fixing it with is PVA glue. Swear by the stuff. you must always have PVA glue at hand. Also a pot, paintbrush and water. That's all you need to do this with. I should move a few things around. Alright, I think you've seen this. This is one of my, and the white comes back down again. This is one of the formers for my road to the Rhine, and this is what I'll show you how I do my bricklaying on. Now I will be having to stop the camera and move it, especially when I come to this end upwards like that, because you won't be able to see. So, but I will be stopping and moving. So I should turn it that way to start off with. Can we see that? I'll move the camera back just a tad. Now PVA glue, I'm just using one of my paint trays, because when it's dry it just scrapes out. Bit of water, paintbrush on the ready. Now I need to run a course all the way along here, so I'm going to try and do this from a weird angle, if you can see that. All I do is literally dip it into the PVA glue and start it that way. I know you're going to say, well, that's going to take a hell of a lot of time. To be honest with you, the first course does take a bit of time, but after that, once you get the first course on and you know what you're doing, it goes pretty quickly and you can build quite fast. So that's me. Now this is going to be arch, so you want to make sure that they're all reasonably down, if you understand what I mean. I'm going to turn it round to this way. Can you see? Hopefully yes. You'll probably see better that way. So it's just a dab of glue and position it. Now I'm trying to do this over, but not that one. We need a red one in there. So it's just getting the first course down. Like so. Well, I'll do a course and I'll let the camera run, so you can sort of judge yourself how long it takes. Now I'm not worried about the glue oozing out, because when I've finished all this I'll show you how easy it is to clean up, because it is extremely easy, and it's very much like bricklaying, because bricklaying you let the muck ooze out, then you scrape it off. Now normally I don't use my finger, but I'm sort of sat back at that angle and I can't really see what I'm doing. Well, I can, but it's difficult, so I normally have this on me, virtually on my knee. So you probably get bored to tears with this, especially watching me. it's quite quick, and these really do look fantastic when they're done. And also, I really am laying these the wrong way. They really should be laid that way. But if you did lay them that way, you would need thousands upon thousands, and there wouldn't be no point of doing a former because the width of them. You would stick that one there for a minute. Red one at the end. Right, so that's one course done. This is where the water comes in. This is just to take that glue off there, and to just take that glue back off there. Like that, like that. So then you've got your first course on. Now I'll switch the camera off and I'll do a couple of courses, and then I can show you when we get up how quick and easy it is. So I'll run all the way around the bottom, I'll put a couple of courses on and get it ready, then I can show you the rest of it. Right, as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3 courses on this side. It's just to make it easier so you can actually see. Now, I know they look a bit, should I say bright, but that will all fade down once they've been cleaned up, because the only thing that's making them really bright is the PVA. And like I say, to lay them is as easy as this. And you can put these on if you make card formers, or anything. If you make the actual basic shape of a house or wall for a small diorama, you can just use these to virtually clad it out and make it look like brickwork. But I find this more therapeutic, I think. I don't mind sitting and doing this. I'll put it this way, it's the easiest bit of bricklaying I've ever done in my life, because normally bricklaying is very back-breaking work, and I've never actually laid bricks with a pair of tweezers at first. I should have some little halves. But the great thing about this, it doesn't really matter how you put these bricks down, because they will look good. They always look really good. Just take that off. Oh, knock that one off. Put him back. Normally what I do about 3 or 4 courses, then clean off. But I'm just brushing that glue into the joints. Just always make sure that you take the glue off the top, because it dries and you can't get your next course of bricks down. But as you can see, let's try and bring the camera a bit closer here. See if she decides to focus. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. I know the lines look a little bit unwieldy, but when they're all together, and if you ever look at brickwork, the coursing's never dead straight anyway. And when you actually get it all done, it gives it a little bit more authenticity to it. Now, what I should do, I shall leave it at that, showing you how the bricks go down, but I'll do another clip when I've completed everything, and I'm going to clean them up, because they do clean up quite well. This side I've just roughly gone over just to take the PVA off the surface, and the nice thing about it, you can sand them down, get more nice and flush, so if you really want a nice finish you can, but as this is going to be old brickwork, I'm not going to bother too much. I shall make it look old. So I shall leave it there, and I shall come back in a little while, hopefully when I've done. Right, welcome back into the clip. I've been on this for about an hour and a half, somewhere around there. As you can see, I've got most of this side up, but it's taken me a bit longer because I've been working on forming the arches up with the brickwork. When I've completed round to as far as I want, I'll use a straight Stanley, well actually a scalpel with a straight blade, just to finish forming that arch up both sides. But I will show you that, but I just thought I'd break in with a little clip just to show you how far I've got, and I shall be back again in a second.